Missed all the summit, all the summary of Summit that I read. That was good content too.
That was actually terrible content. I was going to cut all of it.
Are we recording right now?
Yeah, it's recording right now. I'm just gonna wiggle the mouse every once in a while,
funny, yeah.
just so I can track it.
Wait, hold on. Stop. Boop. Welcome to the Purgatorious Pig podcast, where we bring in a very special guest, somebody who is very special to Marlo, somebody who she has known for a very long time in life, and also has very keen insight into the Minnesota, specifically the Minneapolis St. Paul beer scene. We have brought in the lovely Billy Shaver.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for the wonderful intro.
Great intro.
Talk a little bit more about the, again, Minneapolis St. Paul beer scene.
I will do my best.
See.
Wait, why are we here in Minneapolis St. Paul?
Rock and roll, baby.
That's right.
Minneapolis is hosting Metallica in a 2-night special. So a few of us joined in to experience Metallica and at the same time realize that Minneapolis has a ridiculous amount of fantastic beer to offer for the rest of the world to experience. So come to Minneapolis St. Paul and drink more beer because it is wonderful here, and we're going to explain to you why.
I kind of wanted to say we were here for the devil's lettuce because it's rock and roll. But the devil's lettuce is marijuana, and that's not why we came here. But devil's lettuce was the first thing that came to mind.
Although it is legal in Minneapolis or in
Apparently it is,
Minnesota.
yeah.
Just the Eddies. Just the Eddies.
Yeah, just edibles.
Yeah.
And drinkables.
And drinkables, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no flour, no vape, whatever. But I don't think the cops really care because on the motorcycle, I smell it constantly.
Oh, yeah.
Constantly. So
Devil's lettuce was just spoiled lettuce.
No,
No.
that's marijuana.
it's the jazz cabbage. Devil's lettuce. Come on now.
The jazz cabbage. I like that. I like jazz cabbage better than devil's lettuce. I'm going to start calling it that. That's what I listen to when I'm bumping my Miles Davis.
Just getting into it.
Bow, bow, bow,
Mm.
All right.
That's Miles Davis.
That's actually jazz cabbage.
That's jazz cabbage.
We're here in Minneapolis, St. Paul. We are doing thing where we travel to a new area and decide that we're going to drink a bunch of beer. We have two of the East Coast people from this podcast. We've flown them out to the Midwest, and our Midwest crew has met us here in Minneapolis to have a rock and roll weekend. And in doing so, we have met up with Christina, aka Marlo's wonderful friend Billy, who lives in Minneapolis, and he has taken the liberty.
Brother Billy.
Sorry, Brother Billy. Billy has taken the liberty of showing us around. We've spent 2 nights with him sampling the beer scene in Minneapolis, and he's here to give us, kind of a lowdown because it's kind of a low key gem, really. Like how the beer we've had here has been fantastic. I think everybody would agree.
Yeah. No, everybody touts Milwaukee as having really clean water, and I always talk about how you can taste the crispness. Yeah, no. I'm saying I always tout Milwaukee as having clean water, but I also talk about how you can taste the crispness of beer. So when you taste that crispness, I mean, obviously there's a factor to all the ingredients, as any brewer or anybody worth their weight in fucking sourdough bread knows. It's about the water and where the water comes from, and I think when I taste really crisp beer, I immediately think of clean water, and everything around here that we've had has just been crisp. And I think that speaks volumes to the Minneapolis St. Paul area, that these guys are running really clean water, and it adds a dimension to the beer that I appreciate.
Yeah. So, Billy, thank you for taking the time to show us around the city, take us to some of your favorite places. Can you give us just a brief overview of what Minneapolis St. Paul has to offer?
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks for inviting me on the pod. I appreciate it. And, it's been fun getting to know you guys better and obviously seeing Christina and Cole more. And so it's been a while. It's been too long. So I appreciate it. And I love seeing you guys. But yeah, as far as like the beer scene in Minneapolis and St. Paul is concerned, yeah, we've got a ton of breweries here. I know Surly gets a lot of love nationally. I mean that they kind of came in and kind of took over the beer scene here in Minnesota and Minneapolis. But there's a lot of other really good places. I've taken you to a few of them. Indeed, Bauhaus, Summit, like I said, is one of the ones that started the crowd, is considered the guy who started. I can't remember his name, so forgive me if I don't remember his name. He's considered like one of the godfathers of the modern craft beer movement. Summit was founded in 1986. I mean, that's crazy early for like real beer. I mean, back then, my dad was if you wanted like
Real
really
beer.
good beer, you got import beer. Like there was no like. I mean, there was Anchor Steam out in San Francisco,
which we went to last year.
Yep. Fantastic. Now I heard the Yogurt Magnet.
Was that the Yogurt Magnet?
Yeah, it was the Yogurt Magnet,
fuck
man.
me.
Yeah.
All right.
Someone's gonna
All
buy
right.
Anchor Steam. It was a
Yeah.
Japanese yogurt magnet.
I still don't know if them screens are
Magnate?
functional though. I need to look that up. And Jamie, can you look that up? Are those screens actually meaningful? No. In the yogurt packages?
Shit.
Should we
Yeah.
do a boop?
So
Give you a boop.
all right. So, anyways, yeah, Surly gets a lot of national recognition, which is great. They've done a lot of good things for breweries, craft breweries in Minnesota. I know some people have detractors. Some people are super fans. Like I said, probably fall somewhere in the middle. I can see the good for the good and the bad for the bad. But I do think we'd be remiss in not mentioning Summit being integral to the craft beer scene, not only just here in Minnesota, but nationally, as far as not necessarily distribution, as we learned, but influence. Founded in 1986, phenomenal beer, crisp water from St. Paul, which is nationally ranked.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, buddy.
That's that good water.
Yep. EPA was everywhere. If you wanted a craft beer in Minnesota in the early 90s, throughout the 90s, EPA was everywhere. You could get an EPA pretty much. Summit EPA, which is their extra pale ale, that was kind of synonymous with craft beer in Minnesota for a very, very long time.
As far as the EPA goes, was it like closer to an IPA or just a pale ale?
It's just more of a pale ale. It doesn't have like the hop kick that like an IPA would have. It's very drinkable, but still has quite a bit of flavor to it.
In 1987, the Great Northern Porter won a gold medal at the Great American Beer Fest and was featured on the cover of Michael Jackson's New World Guide to Beer in 1988. Or 1988.
Shimona.
And that's the Michael Jackson of beer, not the Michael Jackson of pop. Also, as of 2017, Summit beers are available from distributors in 5 U.S. states: Iowa, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wisconsin. Growing up, I remember seeing Summit beer when we'd go into the liquor store or what have you, and I haven't seen it anywhere else outside of Wisconsin. I never really put a lot of thought to it until actually talking about it now and thinking about it. I just haven't seen Summit anywhere else, which is kind of interesting that they've been able to survive on these 5 states, single-handedly supporting them.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Good beer.
It is very good beer. I mean, you've got New Glarus that supports themselves off of only one state.
Yeah.
So
Wisconsin.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, the 5 states for distribution seems to me kind of like not enough for the influence that they've had. But if it's their business model, they just kind of want to stay Midwest. Good for them. I mean, like I respect that. I respect the hell out of New Glarus staying in Wisconsin and just being, this is our home. This is where our beer is going to be. No one else can get it unless you come to Wisconsin to get it.
Yeah.
Which is great.
We talk about New Glarus a lot because
Yeah.
And Eric is also wearing a New Glarus shirt right
he is
now.
wearing a New Glarus shirt right now.
It's super comfy.
So take what Spotted Cow is in Wisconsin. That's what EPA was here. Small town bars had it. Everywhere had it.
Hell yeah.
Has something changed?
Just the amount of different craft beers and breweries that have opened up in Minnesota. I mean, it's been like a boom of breweries. I mean, it's been such a boom that there have been busts. There have been a lot of busts.
Well, I mean, what triggers the bust?
Dangerous Man. Well, I think
just not enough support, or bite off more than they can chew.
No,
I mean, just from observation, outside observation.
No, I think this goes back to the bigger
saturation
of what craft beer is now. Is like it went too far, and we've had so many busts where we are. I'm sure you guys have a bust. Everybody has a bust.
You can only be
where they're going around, and it's not. It sucks because it's not always
craft.
R.I.P. Ale Asylum.
It sucks that it's not necessarily the ones you want to go. It's just the ones that maybe didn't do a good job doing a business.
Burn too bright too fast.
Yeah, they're more artists than businesmen.
I mean, that's true.
That's pretty bright,
that's very true.
It's kind of cool.
All a craft and an art, and I mean,
100% art. Yeah,
you've got to take that into account when you're trying to expand your business. But I think part of it too is you go into a brewery, and for me, I like some variety. Like when I was in college, like two of my best friends in college were retired Marines. They introduced me to like beer snob beer very early on in my drinking career. Like I was drinking Stone Arrogant Bastard Ale way earlier than I
shout out
been.
Arrogant Bastard.
I mean, I should have been in my Bush Light phase, and I was drinking.
You were in your Arrogant Bastard.
Yeah, I was in my Arrogant Bastard phase. So I was a real
makes two of us.
Early on hophead, big time. Like I like Ruination IPA. I got into that, but now I've kind of like people's beer tastes change. I won't say evolve because like I've liked lagers, I've liked IPAs, I've liked the double IPAs, the dry hop, this fresh hop, whatever, all these different iterations. But I think everyone's kind of tastes ebb and flow.
So has it more evolved, or has it like you just you understand the styles and appreciate the beers for the styles?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we as Americans get a skewed view of lagers, in my opinion, because that's what all the macro brews brew. Yeah. It's a lager, it's a yellow beer, but it's incredibly difficult to brew a good lager.
Yeah.
It's an incredibly tough thing to make. And that's why a lot of these craft brews haven't made them.
Well, that's how you know a good brewery from bad brewery. You walk in and you order their most basic lager. And like if it tastes terrible, you're like, all right, nothing else here could be.
Define terrible.
Oh,
It's all subjective.
That's
yeah,
not helpful. No, that's
a lot. So
it's not. It can't be subjective if you're saying.
I don't think
if you walk into a brewery and you say that their lager is going to define them, and then you say, "What is the taste of a good lager?"
I
don't think it is. I think a lager has a clean taste that you can like distinguish between a skunk taste very quickly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's the difference.
What flavor? Give it an idea of a flavor profile.
Yingling lager.
Yeah, Yingling.
It's
exactly
toasty with a little bit of a hoppy taste to it,
but crisp.
But crisp and toasty.
Even from Philly.
No, I'm just describing a lager. I was just shouting out a lager because we were talking about Yingling earlier.
And good water at the same time. You taste the water.
But we actually said this. We had this discussion at the brewery earlier where we talked about how a good lager is really kind of a great signifier of a great brewery to us, like in general.
Yeah.
As you drink a lager, you drink the lager, and you try it.
Yeah, and I think there's been a tendency to overdo the IPAs.
Yeah,
like every brewery's got a hazy, East Coast, a West Coast.
You are preaching to the choir here.
I mean, yeah,
we are dead nuts in the. At least Aaron and I are dead
wish
nuts
you were here,
in
Scott.
the. Yeah, wish. Yeah, we
It's
should
a
read
little
yours, guy.
hotbed coming in here.
I am very much a hotbed.
Christina
I
is
love
too.
it, but I'm also kind of tired of it. Yes.
Yeah,
Agree.
but-
Yeah, it's just a matter of like oversaturation. Like, I mean, how many damn coasts? There's the North Coast, the East Coast, West Coast.
West Coast is my favorite. Shout out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like
Hey,
West
shout
Coast,
out
West
West Coast.
All right. Well, all right. So we're stuck in the middle in the Midwest here.
I love
We're
New
stuck
England IPAs are my
stuck
thing.
in the middle, baby.
stuck in the middle with
Yep.
you guys,
With
and
you.
it's
Mm-hmm.
couldn't be happier. You took us to a brewery tonight called Bad Weather Brewing.
Yes, sir.
Now we brought back their IPA and also their
Golden Oktoberfest lager.
Golden Oktoberfest Lager. Can we do a quick sample and say what we think?
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you right now that the Hopkromancer, I told you guys this before, is their flagship beer. They've brewed that since pretty much the very beginning. It's never been off the menu. Now, obviously, the Fest beer, that's their seasonal. I think it's a pretty solid Oktoberfest. I do have to say, shout out Summit. I think Summit's is better.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, Summit had a good Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Summit's got a fantastic Oktoberfest.
I tasted this earlier, the Oktoberfest that is from Eric Glass, and I thought it was more of a like an extra special bitter.
Oh, I won't. I was just gonna try it,
You should try it.
but we're gonna pour some out. We're gonna all taste it together and talk about it together. So I don't want to spoil my thoughts.
Not
No.
you. Not you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were
Yes.
talking to the guest.
He's
What are you
taking a
doing?
smaller.
Now some of the beers in Minnesota, I don't know. I don't
Pour 'em
know.
around, but
I guess I don't know how prevalent this is throughout the country, but they will put the flavor profile on the can.
I don't know how I feel about it because I like the perspective because they have people who try the beers and are very, very good at this job and very, very good at identifying the flavors. But I, as a taster, I want to have my own flavor profile idea, and that's kind of what I associate with the beer.
Yeah,
but there's value added in having it. So I don't know where I'm going with this. I think I'm 50-50 on it. Like, if it disappeared, it wouldn't bias me, but I always read it afterward, and I'm like, hell yeah. Like, I got cinnamon notes. And that's like the last note, You're like, I got banana, cinnamon, and it's like, actually, it's dark chocolate, cilantro, cinnamon, and lime. And I'm like,
Cilantro / soap.
I don't know. I got vanilla.
Well, I mean, I'm
And you kinda
100%
feel like a fool.
I'm 100% with you, man, because I was at Beer Dabbler a couple years ago at CHS Field.
Beer dabbler.
Beer Dabbler, yeah. So it's a beer fest in Minnesota.
That sounds great.
And
Beer
so
dabbler.
there's all kinds of local breweries, and then there's national craft breweries that all come here. Prairie artisanal, whatever.
Yeah, heard of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
fantastic. It's one of my favorite breweries of all time. They basically told me I was a stupid asshole because they were first trying Tiny S's there, one of the Skittles sour beer that they make, and
Okay.
I said it tasted like Smarties to me, and they're like, "Well, no, that's wrong. We brew it with Skittles." And I was like, "Well, I won't blame Prairie for that because it was their distributor up in Minnesota, so they're the dicks, but not."
We
Yeah,
have to,
but I thought it was Smarties.
we have to bleep you.
Oh, why is that?
No, I don't know. Maybe we don't. It
My
was-
bad.
it-
Well, the brewery itself wasn't. It was
No.
the distributors.
I think I know what happened. I think it was Lars's fault.
yeah, it was Lars.
No, it's definitely
Lars,
Lars.
sit down,
He
please.
just
Oh, for
stuck
sure,
his
Lars.
long
Metallica.
tongue out.
Lars, just sit down. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure the ingredients for Skittles and Smarties is pretty much the same.
It
Probably
might
pretty
be the
similar.
same. Yeah, it's
There's-
probably the same chemical composition.
100%. Yeah, they just
Yeah.
add like gelatin or something to Skittles to make them.
And then the engineers come in talking
No.
about the chemical composition.
No, we
but the
have,
fact the flavor profile isn't that much different.
The
isn't, like,
scientists, the scientists, not the
revolutionarily.
engineers.
we
Yeah,
have,
so
we
They're
have,
like,
I-
no, that's not what was in there. And you're like, well, they're similar enough that it could have been in there.
no,
I wouldn't
we have
know.
a friend who's our friend's friend's job is
Our
he works
friend's
at,
cousin's uncle's neighbor.
yeah. No, we met him. He was very high.
He seemed kind of creepy to me.
There's also
Also that too.
there's also some sort of
His
a
job-
thing that you could take that makes everything that is sour sweet and
No, this is not member berries.
We talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah, we already did that. But
berries.
Miracle berries. Yeah, the miracle
Member
berries.
berries.
Billy, have you tried these? The
I have
miracle
not,
berries?
no.
Sorry.
There's a fruit that exists that when you eat it and it dissolves in your mouth, it manipulates the flavor sensors on your tongue to tell you that anything that's sour is sweet. So on a scale of sour to sweet, the more sour, the more sweet it tastes.
So
So
Really?
you take a lemon, you put it in your mouth, and you eat it,
No.
and it's just so
balsamic
sweet.
Still
vinegar.
fucks up
Balsamic
your
vinegar.
stomach.
Really?
And
It does
it's
mess
gonna
up
be
your stomach,
super
yeah.
awful.
It's a
But
straight up
it's-
Uno reverso card
Yeah.
for your tongue.
It's trippy, dude. It's trippy. You could order them on Amazon
You
or
can get
anywhere
them
right
on
now.
Amazon,
You can get them anywhere.
Okay.
We did it to a couple of friends, and they're like, "Am I gonna trip balls?" We were like, "Yeah,
Yes.
dude." And they
Yeah.
were like,
Totally.
"What the fuck's going on?" You're
So,
like totally
no.
sober, and you're just like, "Oh my
Oh.
god, this is weird."
Straight lemon water, like lemon juice.
Lemon water tastes like lemonade.
Lemonade.
It was
Wow,
It's amazing.
really?
Yeah,
No
it's
sugar.
cool. Yeah.
They use it for diabetics.
Yeah, for
Oh,
diabetics.
very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
Miracle
Right,
berries.
so we entirely diverged from
Yeah.
the actual conversation.
Big tangent,
yeah.
but that's all right. We're just having fun.
Shout out Miracle Berries.
So yeah, are we gonna taste, or
Yeah,
do
let's-
you want to
let's taste.
keep
So
me
let's
keep
taste.
rambling on about Minnesota?
I mean, please
Yeah.
keep rambling about me. So this is great. So this is the
Cheers.
hop.
Cheers,
hop,
everybody.
Hopcromancer.
Hopcromancer, yes sir.
Aquamancer.
Very good.
Crisp, clean, good water.
Fantastic.
Real
water.
lunch pail kind guy.
St. Paul City water, straight up.
Where do they get their water from? The Mississippi?
I would imagine no. I'm sorry, the Mississippi is disgusting.
The Mississippi.
There is
Poland
definitely,
Springs,
it's not like,
I mean, so it's like Michigan to a certain degree. Fish just die swimming in it.
yeah, but
Everybody's got their own disgusting. You got to filter everything. Nice, crisp, clean water, okay? Fresh from the MISSISSIPPI.
Billy, so you talked a little bit about Summit.
Yep.
And
No, well, I mean, we got to bad weather, and we talking about the different flavor profiles on the cans. Bad weather does that. Prize does that, and I don't know what. So this goes medium light for color, malt, and then probably heavy on the hops. What are your guys' opinions on that? I'd say they're probably even like a little overdoing the color.
You think so?
Cool.
Why?
I mean, if you look, I mean, it's a pretty
Golden.
It's a pretty, yeah.
I mean, it's not like, I guess on the color, I think the far left of the spectrum would be like a hazy, a really light beer. This is more of a solid golden.
Very
So,
clean,
Yeah.
very see-through, very crisp.
yeah,
Like a filtered
I mean, I'd say this is pretty close to hams as far as like color is concerned.
pretty cool.
hams.
Yeah, hams.
terrible comparison.
Company
but
beer.
Flavor
Wise,
profile.
yes, we're
Very
talking
different.
about,
Oh,
but,
we'll
but
get
color.
there. We'll get to
we're getting
flavor.
there.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just going in order on the can. So color, it says
Mid, sub mid.
sub mid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sub mid.
Malt.
Billy goes sub mid. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not. They're not confident in their color. I guess
No, it's not quite mid, but it's just like slightly below.
they're not.
How
They're
do
not
you-
confident in their
that's a
color?
weird
It's about a
classification.
3/8 if I was to go about a half. You know.
Damn. They just don't care. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, they do
Alright.
care. That's why they're so particular about where it's located. I think the
Billy-
malt. I think
Billy-
the malt
Billy, what's your-
position's good.
I mean, I'd say this is probably a very, to me, this is a very drinkable IPA. I think this would be a good kind of beginner IPA. I know a lot of people started their IPA journeys on Two Hearted from
Two-Hearted.
Bell's.
Yeah, 100%.
And
Yeah.
which
Two-Hearted.
isn't even an IPA.
Which isn't even an IPA, no, but it's pretty hoppy if you're starting your, journey.
Moon Man in Wisconsin
Yeah.
That's
was always
Sierra
a
Nevada.
huge one. For
Yeah,
the
Sierra's
hopheads.
huge.
But
Yeah.
Moon Man goes back to New Glarus, which is Wisconsin specific. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But in as far as like IPAs go, I think Moon Man's the closest thing I tried to an IPA before actually trying an IPA.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fantastic beer.
Oh, it's
Just
a great beer.
more Midwest stuff. Bell's had distribution in here in Minnesota pretty early on, but
Yeah.
so that's, I think, a lot of Minnesota kids that are hopheads now kind of pop their cherry on
Two-Hearted.
Yeah, for sure.
So this beer is kind of like, I feel like it's more West Coast than it is East Coast in respect.
For sure.
And I appreciate that.
Mhm.
We in the East Coast don't get enough West Coast style IPAs, which unfortunately I like better than East Coast style IPAs. Sorry, Christina.
You need more tambourine.
Ooh.
Oh,
Them's be fighting words.
Them's are fighting words. Very nice, very nice. I like this a lot. I think this is a very, very good beer. I think, like you said, this is one of their always on tap,
yeah,
always on tap.
flagship, yeah.
I can see why. This is fantastic.
Yep,
Flagship for a reason.
100%.
There you go. Flagship for a reason. That's right. I rest my case. Good night, Minneapolis.
I think it's great.
You have to do a mic drop sound.
Yeah, it's post.
The pale ale. I've always been a big fan of Moon Man. I mean, to my point about Moon Man being kind of one of the introductory beers for people in Wisconsin, I've always been a fan of it, and it's not touted as an IPA. It's touted as more of a pale ale, and I think I enjoy pale ales. It's the bitterness with the hoppiness that always kind of gets me. So I end up kind of migrating away from that. But this is just kind of bitter. It's definitely more of a pale ale than an IPA, I would say.
I think this is very similar to like Blind Pig,
Yeah,
to be honest.
yeah, I would agree with that. And I think Blind Pig is what, a pale ale?
No, it's an IPA. It won
Is
the
it an
IPA.
IPA?
It won the draft, buddy.
We don't typically diverge from the.
No, we always do. We always
We
diverge.
always do. We always diverge.
Thank you for bearing with us.
That's
Oh,
part
no,
of that's part of the
totally
fun.
fine,
Is
yeah.
the discussion, random
Right.
banter.
Yeah,
But-
free form, baby.
Jazz.
Jazz cabbage.
So,
Anyway,
Call back.
Jazz
Billy, I
cabbage.
need to know, what is
I
your
need to know.
Yes, Christina.
number
I
one,
need to know.
1, 2, 3
4.
breweries in the Minneapolis St. Paul area and surrounding suburbs? What are your 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3. Oh man,
That's tough. That's a tough
that is a
question.
tough one. That's a good question. It's a tough one. I've got to say,
Understanding your taste. So, what I guess you have to preface it with what is your taste, and then what are your 1, 2, 3?
so right now I've very big into sours. I've learned about sours and how it's like one of the earliest, if not the earliest style of beer, just because of the way beer was originally brewed, with it being open top, open fermentation.
mostly by women.
Yeah, mostly by women. Shout out the ladies. Respect.
Woo!
I don't think the podcast.
Oh, the audio isn't
the
picking up on my aura?
No. So that's it's essentially one of the earliest styles of beer. So I got really started nerding out on sours
So
and like a Flanders red.
Oh my. Oh, okay.
Love.
Oh my.
Love.
Oh my
And then-
god.
So coffee talk. Yeah. No.
I'm getting verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves.
But so the thing about sours though is that because what you were saying is now also very like local to where you're at, right?
I mean, yeah, it definitely can be. I mean, for sure. I mean, like the Flanders red style. There's different styles within Belgium, but then it's not really open top. It's the way sours are made now is completely different. So I think you lose a little of that nuance in the United States because it's all closed fermentation. There's not there. I don't really know of a brewery in the United States that does that open top fermentation. So I guess my 1, 2, 3 is as far as what I love right now. And this might be a conflict of interest. Shout out my wife Mel.
What up, Mel?
I
Miss you.
Indeed is probably
Sweetest-
number one.
Sweetest, most loving, amazing, accepting person ever.
Cut.
Very, very wonderful. God.
Love Mel.
They've got some barrel aged sours that were phenomenal. That was the brewery that started my sour journey.
Indeed was?
Indeed was. They had I'm blanking on it right now, but they had a barrel aged sour that was just absolutely phenomenal. And I just was like, I don't know if I want to try this. Let me get, and I was just like, can I just get a taste of that? And it was all downhill from there. But indeed, they've got barrel aged sours that will just knock your socks off.
Oh yeah.
And then I've got to give it to where we were today, Bauhaus. or yesterday.
Yeah,
Bauhaus
yesterday,
is
yeah.
fantastic. Their Guavatron, it's a guava goza that is just absolutely fantastic. Super refreshing in the summer, super drinkable. It's not overly sour where you can only have one, and it's just like holy shit. It's like drinking Warheads.
Done that.
We just did that.
Been there. Been there, done that. Warheads.
Yeah, there's one brewery, like I think they're out of maybe Indiana,
New York.
New York.
Does the Warhead sours?
Oh, but yeah, there's one that was just like it doesn't specifically mention the Warhead flavor, but I mean it straight up tastes like an old school Warhead where it was like, do we remember? And then
So there is also a company out of Massachusetts,
New York, I think.
Company.
New York, that has a Warhead specific. We went to Extreme Beer Fest.
okay.
So they brewed it specifically with Warheads.
Oh,
So
shit.
like it's a Warhead. Yeah. So
just a banger.
yeah. Well,
We'll-
so there's
we'll have
another
one
one
for you when you
that
come visit.
tastes like
Okay,
it.
perfect.
But yeah.
I thought that's what you were referring to.
Oh no
Oh, shit.
no! This was they didn't specifically like shout out like Warheads as being part of the brewing process. It just tasted like a freaking Warhead. It was crazy. Yeah. But
Did it
then
make you pucker up?
oh, big time, huge. I could barely get through. I could barely get through a 12-ounce can. It was
that
wild.
sour?
Yeah, it was that sour.
That's
it was nuts.
crazy.
It
That
was
sounds
nuts.
like a fun time.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
like
it's-
one.
I
I'm
mean,
not
you
drinking it all
gotta
night,
try
you
it.
know,
I
but
mean,
yeah.
like on a dare. And then my
This
third.
is number 2.
Number 2, yeah, Bauhaus. Actually, I'm gonna flip flop that. Okay, so Falling Knife, the place that I told you guys about,
Yeah.
that's 2. Fantastic lager,
All right.
phenomenal lager, great sours, good variety.
Let's go.
Yeah, Falling Knife is great, and then third is Bauhaus for the same reason.
Indeed, Falling Knife, Bauhaus.
Correct.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Yep, in that order.
Bauhaus
I
is fucking
concur.
awesome. You haven't been to Falling Knife. How can you rank Falling Knife? What's your top
for
three?
Bauhaus? I
In Minneapolis, my top 3 are the 3 that we went to. So.
Yeah. So one. Okay.
We went to
You mentioned like 5.
Now I want an outsider's perspective. What has been your guys' favorite so far? And I know
Indeed.
the East Coasters, they've specifically wanted to come hit up Surly. Was it everything that you guys wanted to be in more?
A question for us?
A question for you.
Question for you.
All right. Surly was not on my personal radar the way it was on my compatriots.
Compatriots.
Compadres. But I gotta say, like, Indeed held up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I would go back there again.
You guys went to the Milwaukee location as well.
did. Yeah.
So now you went to the Minnesota location,
Yeah.
Minneapolis location.
And they were absolutely delicious. I don't know that I like their pistachio as much here as I did in Milwaukee, though. It was weird.
Water, baby.
Yeah, it might be. Could be.
No, I don't know. This is gonna be controversial.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
All right. Let's get into
Hit
it.
me.
Don't bring up the pistachio. That's Cole's. Like,
Wait.
Cole is.
I have a controversial opinion.
I have a dumb question.
Controversy.
All right. Dumb question. Go ahead.
The dumb question is are they both brewed in the same place though? Does
No.
it not actually matter? No, they're
They
not.
probably have the rights
It's
to brew it
It's
locally.
completely different. Yeah. So I mean, it's all owned by
side
the
by side pistachio beer tasting. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Billy.
Information.
No, you're totally good. It's they're owned by the same company. That now Milwaukee does have different beers.
Yeah, because they have the right to brew their own beers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have their own. They have their own recipes. The brewer down there does brew. Has some of, I believe it's his own recipes, and they have their own recipes down in Milwaukee versus Minneapolis. But then there is overlap on some of the like more flagships like the cream ale. Now, to your point about the waters, that could be why it tastes different.
Totally, yeah.
But you can sort of at least treat the water to get the right pH, but it won't do the rest of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But the
There's
mineral
other
content,
minerals.
could be different.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of. I mean, like you can. There's a pizza place here that says that they're New York style because they have a water system.
Bullshit.
It's trash. It's trash.
No, my controversial
Bring
statement is the pistachio beer is probably top 5 to 10 beers. I assumed cream ales all had lactose. I don't know why I assumed that. Now I feel like an idiot.
No, that's fine. I also assumed that.
This pistachio beer is top 10 beers for me ever. I love this beer. I think it's better in a can.
Really?
I think it's better from the can.
Interesting. I mean, that makes sense. I totally understand that because there are beers that are bottled that are phenomenal.
Yeah.
But that same beer in the can is trash.
Oh, totally different. Yeah. Well, we've had this discussion.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
With Spotted Cow. Spotted Cow is a big sticking point for people in Wisconsin. Spotted Cow hierarchy? Yeah. Bottle, tap, can.
Okay.
We went to a brewery today that was looked like it was in a granary.
So we went to Bang Brewery.
Bang.
And it
was actually
Bang was in a granary.
Really good.
Bang was cool.
Bang was actually pretty awesome. So I forgot about Bang earlier.
Shout out to their blonde ale and their Mexican lager.
I've got to be honest, I've never been.
You should try it.
Yeah.
It's a really
It was-
interesting
it was
place.
actually
They
really
have
good.
They had a hazy IPA for 3.3%.
Whoa.
That is
That's wild.
and
Yeah.
it was good.
I
It was
believe
good.
this was a Christina find.
Yeah.
It was.
This was.
It was fantastic.
Way to go,
I'm gonna take credit for
Tika.
that.
And it was next door to another brewery. So you could just brewery hop.
Where was
It
that?
was next to the Growler.
Urban Growler?
Urban Growler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Nice. Oh, it's in the silo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the silo,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
been there.
It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
silo,
not the
not a
granary.
granary.
Yeah, yeah,
I have
it's
no
a-
idea.
it's a
what
silo,
That's the
yeah.
point. No,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
in,
The
it's,
It's in
Gran-
a silo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
it's
know.
right next to Urban
Like
Growler.
cut,
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
to
no,
like
it's,
a
it's a granary. No,
Yeah.
it is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This is a hot take in Minnesota, I think, but I think Bang is better than Urban Growler.
Bang is good.
Yeah, Bang
Yeah.
was better.
Bang
Yeah.
was
I thought what Bang did was better, but Urban Growler had more variety.
Correct.
Yeah.
So-
Agree. But I mean,
Oh yeah.
when Bang's putting out what they're putting out with the facilities that they have is pretty
Oh, man.
impressive.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all right
Yeah.
there.
I
It's
totally
all
forgot
in
that they're called
building.
Bang,
Like
yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's nuts.
couldn't remember either. But yeah, Christina found it, and I
Forgot
was
about
like,
Bang.
I will remember the space always.
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
It's so
Additionally,
unique.
If you're going
And then it's
to
in the middle of the summer. It's hot as shit in there.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
know it was
Yeah.
beautiful when we were in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
No,
pretty nice.
They also, if you want to buy bread, you can order online ahead of times,
On
and they would
Saturdays.
have
They'll
on
make sourdough.
Saturday. Yeah, it's a full
On
grain.
Saturday.
It's a full grain sourdough bread. They have other pastries as well. Order ahead of time,
Sounds
there.
awesome.
and I love that they reuse their hops into.
Oh, is it spent grain bread?
I think so.
They use their spent grain? That's cool.
Yeah,
That's super cool. There's a place down in Atlanta that did that same thing with Sweetwater.
Yeah.
Sweetwater,
Yeah.
Sweetwater gave some of their spent grain. I know they do it to like a lot of the breweries around here do it. Will give their spent grain to like pig farms and different
Yeah.
like farm meat producers in the surrounding areas, but some of it will be diverted to bakeries that'll do spent grain. And I know I can't remember the name of the restaurant that did it, but I was down there with Christina's brother Bobby, and we found this restaurant that did spent grain bread that was phenomenal.
Yeah, some of that stuff is great. They've been doing that for a long time. In Burlington, there's a place that makes pizza dough from the spent grain from their brewery. But that place has unfortunately gone under. It's now been bought out by Zero Gravity. And I don't know if they do the same thing or not, but
That's a bummer because that sounds amazing.
so now you've done your top 3 for the Minneapolis area. Where do you want to go? What things have interest you that you've heard of that you want to get to, but you haven't been to yet?
Oh,
like not
Alright,
necessarily
so
here, but
can
like
I rephrase
anywhere.
that?
Yeah, go ahead.
What
Go ahead.
What are your top places that you want to go to,
Outside-
brewery wise?
Anywhere or Minnesota or outside Minnesota?
I'll tell you what.
or,
Anywhere.
because I've been to Asheville and there's some
Actually,
killer places out there.
Let's
Do both,
do it.
do
Let's
both,
just
do
do
both.
Yeah, let's.
Inside
Yeah.
Minnesota, my number one place, and I can't. It kills me. Maybe someone could look this up. Is there's a brewery out in Montevideo, Minnesota, that specializes in sours. I have not, as of yet, made the trek out there. It's even from my house in the western suburbs. It's still like a 2.5 hour drive. And my wife doesn't particularly care for driving. And if
Talking Waters,
boom, yes sir, thank you. Talking Waters. I've wanted to go there for a very long time.
Thank you, Siri.
I want to go, but if I go, I will have a lot of beverages and we'll have to spend the night. So my wife and I just have not found the weekend to go out to go. That is, Talking Waters is 1,000% on my Minnesota bucket list for hitting.
2.5 hours north of Minneapolis, Montevideo.
West, actually.
So if you're a sports
Due west. Correction.
if
Well
you're a
done.
sports
Yes.
drinker, it's a day trip.
Drink for sport. You might as well
Yeah.
hit that and toppling
If
Goliath.
you're-
They're about the
There
same
you go.
If your spouse
Toppling
does not
Goliaths.
drink,
Anyway,
by all means,
Perfect.
or partner or whatever.
it's number 2 for Minnesota drinking.
In Minnesota, I don't know. There's some out there. I know there's a bunch that I don't even know the names of. I've done a pretty decent job of trying to hit as many as we can. I mean, Mel and I like to go to Duluth quite a bit, so we've hit up Blacklist and we've hit up what's the one in the park down there, or the
Do you ski?
I do not know.
Do you snowboard?
I don't.
You ice climb?
No. No.
No.
Nothing. No.
No.
Just like going up north. It's a very Minnesota thing to do
You ice climb.
in the summer.
So, all right.
I repel like
regardless,
Batman.
okay. Your top
my
3
sport.
favorite breweries in Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really have. I can't think off the top of my head another place that I'd want to go to. The Talking Waters is definitely number 1 with a bullet.
So can we go top 3 outside of Minnesota?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would love to go to Toppling Goliath. I'd love to go to Stone.
Stone, yeah.
Stone is okay.
Stone's okay.
So my problem with Stone is
Mhm.
all right,
Sarcasm.
we went to Stone. I love their beer. They played metal in the men's bathrooms.
What'd they play in the
How
women's?
did you get in the men's bathroom?
I didn't. I
Okay.
heard from him. I
Oh,
heard
okay.
from-
It was
What'd they play in the
information.
women's
Okay.
bathroom?
What did they play in the women's bathroom?
It was like pop rock. It was super soft. and that pissed me off.
How dare they?
How dare they?
Sexist
It was
bastards.
Ridiculous. So I
like
was
pop.
like, I walk into my bathroom and I get this like normal
Or
bathroom
arrogant
music.
bastards.
Oh my god, Arrogant Bastard is amazing. So you have to go there. You
I would like to
obviously
go.
have
Yeah, I mean,
there.
I mean, Oma Gang. I don't know if.
Oh,
Oma Gang.
yeah.
I'd like to go to Oma Gang too, yeah.
So that
Dude, it's.
we were gonna do that on the way back from your wedding, Cole
Mhm.
and Christina, but we got COVID and couldn't do it.
Oh, that's a bummer.
It was a
because it's
bummer.
fantastic. I went right after the Duval buyout.
Did you go to the Baseball Hall of Fame as well?
I did.
Huh?
It
Yeah.
was fantastic. It was a
Right.
great trip. Cooperstown is one of the prettiest
yeah.
cities I've ever been in.
It is very
It's
pretty.
Really?
insane. Oh my god, the
Hell
lake
yeah.
is insane. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. The topography around the lake is beautiful. Like it's a fantastic.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend. Even if you're not a baseball
Cooperstown.
fan, I'd 100% recommend going.
Listen,
It's amazing.
it's just every family's dream to take their kids there. So
And their dads.
one day.
Mhm. Cool.
And their dads.
And their dads.
I
But yeah, Oma Gang is insane. Their beer is fantastic. The restaurant on premises is out of control. I mean, the poutine there, I could have drank the gravy.
That's
It's-
cheese and gravy fries.
Yeah. So good.
Jesus.
For those of
So
you that
good.
don't know.
I could
Yeah.
have drank the gravy.
Yeah. I mean, Three Philosophers is like,
That's a bold statement because gravy comes in all shapes and sizes.
it's a
That's
solid
a
brown.
bold position, Con.
It's a fantastic brown gravy, super flavorful.
What kind of shape does gravy come in for you?
Different shapes and sizes. Well, it comes in
hell
like
are you
one
talking
pouring
about?
dish. You could have it in a bowl. You could have it come out of a cup. You could have it already poured on top for you. You could have it in like a little like to-go cup, with a little top that pops on. You have it fresh out of the pan. I've had it fresh out of the pan before. That's good.
This is the Wisconsin person.
All right, you prove me wrong. It's kind of like anything else that could come in a container.
Be like water. In the wise words of Bruce Lee, be like water
Be
or
like
gravy,
water.
maybe.
Do you have a bucket list other than like it can be more than one more, obviously.
I mean, Bell's would be great.
Bell's is awesome.
I've been to Prairie. I haven't been to the actual like brewery, but I went to the OKC tap room, which was fantastic. But I guess I would love to go to the actual brewery. I can't remember the city that they're in Oklahoma. It's not OKC. It's the tap room's in OKC, but I can't remember the name of the city there that the brewery proper is actually in. I've been to Sierra Nevada in Asheville,
Oklahoma City.
Yep. And then the main brewery is in a smaller town outside of OKC, I believe.
So you went to Sierra Nevada, Asheville.
Yep. It'd be cool to see Sierra Nevada in California.
That was Aaron and I did that. That was fucking dope.
Compare and contrast because they found themselves a killer spot in Asheville. I don't know if
we haven't been to Asheville yet, but that's like
I highly recommend. It's phenomenal. It's a great spot. Also, the restaurant's fantastic there. Beer's obviously great. Usually have live music. Killer patio. Yeah, it's a fantastic place.
Say no more, fam.
Yeah.
Say no more.
So how is the California like?
The California one was really cool. We went on a very off night to make sure that like we went on like a Tuesday night, I think.
Makes sense.
But so the thing is, like, we had come on the end of the wildfires, and there was devastation that happened there, and we went to Sierra Nevada, and basically the entire community was like, oh yeah, Sierra Nevada like held us up during this entire
that's cool
tragedy. And we heard stories while we were at the brewery of just like mailmen like going and picking up their elderly people along the route and like dragging them out of their house and like taking care of them. And we heard these stories while we were like at Sierra Nevada, and it was a crazy experience because of that, because we were like driving through this devastation, and then we were at the brewery and we're hearing these stories. We're like, yeah, this is crazy. But we bought a meal for a guy that was like, I'm like quitting my job, and we're like, you're retiring. And it was just, it was a great experience all around.
It's great. Anyway, is there anything else on your bucket list, though?
Oh, New Glarus. I've never been to New Glarus.
I was going to ask you.
I've never been to New Glarus, and I've heard it's a fantastic experience. You can go to like the B&B that's like across the street, or the little mom and pop hotel that's
the whole
there.
Town.
Yeah,
there was a whole lot going on in the town.
Oh, that's similar to like Dogfish Head. Oh, what about?
Yeah.
So Dogfish Head has like a hotel. We went, stayed there. I think Ashley and Scott have stayed there too.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I mean, if we're talking, you got my head spinning. Like, you want me to do? Like international stuff. Like, I've been. Guinness is great.
Okay,
my wife has been to Heineken. That was supposed to be great. I'd like to go to some more of the German ones. I'd like to go to some of the traditional sour breweries, like in Flanders in Belgium. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
I'd love that. I'd love to see Bitburger just because of the size. Or Warsteiner in Germany, also just because of the volume, just the pure volume that those guys do is insane. Has got to be insane.
Yeah.
So, Now the gears are turning. It took a while, but we got there. But a
German beer adventure would be a lot of fun.
I just told my wife I want to go to Sapporo. The Sapporo experience in Germany and Japan is supposed to be just absolutely insane. Like, it's supposed to be you can get like 5 beers for $4.60.
Why is it $4.60?
I don't know. That's the exchange rate for yen right now.
Yeah, I was going to be like, what's that in yen?
Yeah. Like 60,000 or something.
18 million yen. You can get a couple beers.
Yeah. Yeah. Sapporo would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's limitless. But whenever I travel, I try to hit up whatever's local.
Yeah. That's probably why you get along with the Snipper family so much.
Oh yeah,
We all love just finding the local beer.
for sure. I mean,
Where's
hello
that?
lakefront, Milwaukee
Family
Ale
vacations.
House. Yeah, I mean it's great. It is fun to go to the macro beer breweries just to see the volume. I've only done Miller once. I've never been able to do Coors, never done Budweiser, but
Have you ever done Sam Adams?
I've never done Sam Adams.
Have you guys
No.
done Sam Adams?
Have you been to Yingling?
I have not. Nope. I've been to Shell's, the second longest family-run brewery in the United States.
That's pretty sick.
That was part of a ruse for my 40th birthday party, is that my wife and sister took me down to Shell's for my actual birthday, and I got a surprise birthday at Indeed Brewing Company the next day. So,
Oh, fun. So you were like, I didn't know I had to pace myself.
yeah. So,
Oh, fun.
bit of a booze bag, I guess.
Yeah. Well, aren't we all?
Yeah, well,
That's why we have a podcast.
perfect.
Yeah. About drinking beer.
Oh shit, this is fucking cool as shit. Thank you so much for showing us the ropes in the city, because it's super fun. We love getting together with these guys and seeing shows, seeing new cities. But it's always appreciative to have somebody who's a Sherpa for us for the local scene. And
Yeah.
you've been that guy for us for Christina for forever.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. It was great to get together with you guys and kind of show you around some of the other spots that maybe don't get as much love as.
Surly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Surly was on. I was like, we got to go there because I had to, but everything else has been just as good, which I think speaks to the craft beer scene in America in general, which is there's always good beer. And then outside of that big one, there's just as good smaller ones around it. So find somebody who knows what you're doing, or just try it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also checking out craft breweries, just following your heart, want to drink some beer. You get into some different places within a city. I mean, we ended up in St. Paul, we ended up in an industrial area, we ended up in a neighborhood. Kind of just ventured all throughout the city, mostly in the St. Paul side, but as we've been wandering around Minneapolis too, it's a good way to just explore, because these breweries find small spaces wherever they can find them that's reasonable for rent and space, and a lot of them are fucking really cool and get you out and about. So check them out.
Yeah, I mean, just another thing, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be a phenomenal restaurant that's fairly close to the brewery.
Yeah, or a food car.
Food truck,
Food
yeah,
truck,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. So, but support the local guys.
Yeah.
10-4, good buddy.
Rubber ducky.
And thank you very much. And I guess this has been a Widgety Witches production. Where's Christina's with the boop? Boop.
I got her. Boop. A Widgety Widgets production.
We're going to take a short break here while the crew sleeps off this evening's work. While they're resting, we're going to use this time to plug our new website. You can head over to widgetywidgets.com for all your Purgatorious Pig Tavern needs. We have some lovely merch up for sale if you'd like, and of course, drop us a line for any merch you'd like to see our logo on. You can get in touch with us via the contact page on the website, or you can email us directly at thepurgatoriouspigtavern@gmail.com. Whew, that's a mouthful. But please let us know anything you'd like to hear, any beers you think we should be doing, heck, anything at all. And now, back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Welcome back to the Purgatorious Pig Tavern podcast, Dungeons & Dragons podcast with a craft beer twist. We are back in Minneapolis for day 2 of trying all the beers that we could possibly try. And we've got our Sherpa Billy here again. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me. 2 days in a row, actually 3 days in a row. I'm kind of surprised you guys aren't sick of me yet.
Kind of surprised we haven't scared you away yet.
Yeah, right. All of this excitement.
You keep giving me free beer.
It's a business write-off.
It is kind of a business write-off, honestly.
I'm just excited for the reviews from our listeners, where part 1, we are absolutely obliterated, and then we come back totally sober for part 2. I feel like it's a little switched around.
Totally Tober.
Yeah, right. So anyway, we went to a bunch of places recommended by the internet and by you. Today, we're starting with something from Surly Brewing, which is a big name out here for everybody who... What?
There's a guy walking by with a massive mohawk.
Yeah, oh yeah, I saw him.
Oh, yeah, it's also Metallica Week here in Minneapolis. Actually, just Rock Week in general. There's been some crazy
Solid
shows.
7-8 inches.
Yeah. And
What's 7-8 inches?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Surly, what did you get us from Surly, Cole?
So, quick pro tip to the listeners out there. We discovered today that there is a law in Minnesota that if a brewery is large enough and they produce, we believe it's produce enough volume, the way it was described to us, it's a little bit wishy-washy. We didn't look up the law ourselves, but we discovered when we were at Surly that if a brewery produces enough volume, they cannot sell individually packaged beers at the facility itself. So we went to Surly and we were going to buy some beers for ourselves to take home and discovered that you can't just buy cans of beer there. So that was unfortunate.
They do. You can buy crowlers.
You can buy crowlers.
Obviously,
Yep.
that has a timestamp on it,
But-
shelf life.
Yeah, but you can buy the bottles. So we did get bottles
Aged
of
bottles,
darkness,
yeah.
aged bottles. Yeah, we did get some bottles there, but I digress. The beer that we got to start off is only appropriate, I think, because we are in Minneapolis. It's Surly's limited release Before I Die. It's about a 4.5% ABV, and it is a lager, a light lager, very light lager. Some background on the beer. This is right from the website. Before I Die was brewed to celebrate one audacious thought, a professional football championship in the state of Minnesota.
Never. Never.
So to kick off the Minneapolis mini beer tasting, we start with Before I Die. Cheers.
Chin chin.
Mm-hmm.
This is really good. It's really flavorful, really light. It's really actually very refreshing. And after last night, I thought I was going to be not doing too well today, but this is good. I like this.
It's an easy drinking beer. Yeah, it's delicious. It tastes very low ABV.
Yeah, 4.5%. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's nice golden, really, really light color, and it's a very, very crushable beer. Honestly, it says online here you can find it throughout US Bank Stadium on game days. So I don't know if that adds insult to injury when the Vikings are playing, but I could drink a dozen of these during a game. So rightfully so that they have it on tap during games. It's very delicious, and I almost bought a shirt to represent this, but it's all Vikings colors, so I couldn't do that.
Yeah, lame.
Go Pack.
Yeah, go Pack. Yeah, I mean, despite its lineage or association with the Vikings, I very much agree. That's super good, super sessionable, good flavor. It doesn't have the crisp of a finish, which I don't necessarily mind, but it's got good flavor. And for Surly, it's not unnecessarily hopped, which is something that they have done in the past with other things. I remember one of their Oktoberfests was just tasted like an IPA. Like it's a Meritzen. There's no reason to be this hoppy. So, yeah, very, very quality stuff from Surly.
Mm-hmm. They got a number of really good beers on tap. Some really good limited releases. The other one that we got was the Velvet Jam. We won't be tasting that here, but
good,
that was also a really good beer. And then they have a Nitro Coffee Ale on tap, and I guess they can it too. But that was fantastic that we had there when we were there yesterday.
Nice. What's the jam one about? Is it like a sour?
It's a fruited sour, but it's like a 9%. So definitely more of a sipping, but it's good, very fruity, not too punch you in the face sour. I liked it a lot.
It's a real ballsy sour. I feel like with sours, it's either they're like 4.5% or 9 to 13.
Right.
Like
yeah.
there's not really like a yeah.
Like a lambic. I think lambics are always higher ABV too, aren't they? They tend to be higher. I guess they're kind of hit or miss. They could be all over the board.
Yeah, they're more mid, I think.
Are they?
Sometimes.
Yeah, like 6-7%.
Well, I don't know. What are we considering high right now? Because
I'd say 9 up.
yeah, all right. I think our level of like what's high in a beer has changed.
For sure.
Oh yeah,
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely a sliding scale.
yeah,
100%.
no doubt. Especially with everybody trying to put more alcohol, more flavor, more hops into beers these days. All the barrel aging too. You're getting a lot more alcohol absorbed into the beer itself. So it's a fun, interesting landscape.
Do we compare it to a 120 minute, or do we compare it to like a porter versus a stout, where a stout would be more alcoholic, but like 5%, and a porter should be 4 to 4.5.
Yeah,
It's like that.
yeah, right.
Where are we at right now?
Right.
I mean, I think it's nice when you do find something crushable like this, but because I feel like you lose a lot of that flavor when it's a lower alcohol percentage. So to be able to get the 2-in-1, so you can have a few of them, they still taste good. It's not like water, like Busch Light or something. No offense.
Water.
Been hanging out with you
Water.
too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go get some water ice.
It's
Dude.
water. All right, yeah, that was fantastic. What do we want to do next?
You want to do the pistachio one?
Yeah, let's do pistachio.
Actually, Indeed is something that's near and dear to your heart. Do you want to give us a little spiel?
Yeah, so might have gotten touched on last night. I believe we touched on it. My beautiful, wonderful wife is a brand ambassador for Indeed Brewing Company. I like to call her a beer babe, which she hates, but whatever. I'm me, so I do what I want. But yeah, so she works for Indeed Brewing Company. They are based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they brew some fantastic stuff. And we are drinking right now one of their flagship beers, the Pistachio Cream Ale. So what it is in the title. So it's a cream ale brewed with pistachios. It's very pistachio forward. I've heard some people complain that it's on the sweeter side, but I mean, if you're looking for something that really has that nice kind of nutty flavor to it, it's a great one.
Aren't cream ales kind of sweet to begin with?
I think so in general. Yeah, 100%.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Chin.
I think the mouthfeel of cream ales make them seem sweeter than they might actually be.
I agree. This is a top 5, top 10 beer for me. I love the pistachios cream ale. I always have it in the fridge at home. Since we moved back to Wisconsin, I couldn't get it when we lived in Colorado. So coming back to the Midwest, it's readily available. I didn't choose it for the draft because I was under some pre-assumption, and I hate to just make myself sound like an idiot here because I never actually investigated it, but there was lactose in a cream ale. That's what I thought kind of made it a cream ale, gave it a creaminess. Mm-hmm. And apparently that's not true. So I would have totally chose it as one of my beers for the draft, and I missed the opportunity.
Next season,
folks, look for it. But yeah, it's a cream ale is a style of American beer which is light in color and well attenuated, meaning drier. First crafted in the mid-1800s at various breweries in the United States. Huh.
Interesting, because I always thought like Boddington's was like the OG of cream ales. Like the first cream ale I ever had was a Boddington's.
Oh, I think I had a Genesee cream ale.
Oh, Jenny?
Yeah, Jenny cream. That's like it was what, 15?
Oh, no, you're fine. But no, I was pointing to you because you guys get that on the East Coast.
Yeah.
We don't get that in the Midwest.
Yeah, I mean, that beer was $12 for a 30-pack, I think.
Oh, wow.
It was cheaper than Keystone Light or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how I got introduced to it, at least.
Yeah, the first time I ever had a Jenny was, I think I was in my mid-20s. Yeah. Might have been on that trip to Cooperstown we were talking about yesterday.
Oh, yeah. That might actually, that makes sense. That's out that way.
Yeah. So, yeah. But, yeah, my first go was a Boddington's cream ale.
Yeah.
And I just assumed that it was a British style. That's like something they came up with because, yeah.
Yeah, apparently it originated in the U.S. and during Prohibition, the Canadians took over brewing cream ales and actually refined the recipe to improve it and make it closer to what it is today. So shout out to Canada for giving us the modern cream ale. Doing something positive. Jeez. Hey, we love you, Canada.
So I don't know if this is true, but is it usually the head that gives it the name cream ale? Like the fine bubbles, soft head, and the mouthfeel?
It doesn't specify on the Wikipedia page that why it's called a cream ale. I mean, it's close to a pale lager, so it's cold conditioned or lagered in the brewing process, so it's closer to a lager than anything else. But I don't know exactly why it has the name a cream ale. Could look that up.
We'll figure it out.
But this beer is really good. I really like this beer. I think for me, this might also be one of those top beers that I've ever had. We stumbled upon it after their wedding 2 years ago because we were staying around the corner from the Milwaukee Indeed. And
shout out.
Yeah. So we grabbed it there, actually brought it home. It was fantastic. It's, it is on the sweet side, like you said, but it has a very good pistachio flavor. Like pistachios and sweetness kind of go together. So
for sure.
I really like this. This is super easy drinking. And what's it, like 4.5% or something?
I think it's closer to 5.
Okay.
I think it's in the 5 range.
Still in that like crushable
easy drinking.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
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 It's too bad you didn't pick it, Cole, but you can always pick it again.
Yeah, right. No, I think you hit the nail on the head. The pistachio flavor is super forward. So if you like pistachios, this is right up your alley. It's exactly what you want. And yeah, super crushable. It's 5.5% ABV, so still let's say mid-low. Easy drinking. I have a fire in the backyard, and I drink like 2 or 3 of these after mowing the lawn. It's nice. It's just a good beer.
This could be the Packers game day ale then.
From a Minneapolis brewery?
Well, from the Milwaukee brewery.
They do have Brewers Colors shirts at the Milwaukee brewery, so there you go.
Yeah.
And I mean, talk about going to the right. I mean, I love Indeed up in Minneapolis. Just came to me. The sour beer that got me on my sour kick from Indeed, Heliotropic.
Oh,
And
I don't think we saw that there.
No, they haven't brewed it in a very long time.
Oh,
But I mean, I love, I'm a Minnesota boy, but my heart's been in Milwaukee for forever. That's where my dad's from. Love it down there, and the Indeed tap room in Milwaukee is second to none. It is a phenomenal tap room.
Yeah.
They've got rooftop patio across the street.
yeah. I don't think that was open when we
It was
went.
not open for during their wedding. It opened after their wedding.
But it was a really cool spot. The bar, like with all the old cans on the top of the bar, that was really cool.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, I meant kind of dialing it back and tagging on to what you were saying, Billy. Meant to talk about the breweries. So we didn't really talk about Surly when we were there, the experience that we had. But I think since we're on Indeed now, I'll just go through Indeed. I thought Indeed was a really awesome brewery. Very rustic, and it's kind of like an old industrial building, all wood interior. Just really kind of comfort in the area. Big wooden tables. Guys were super cool behind the bar. Big open space. Nice outdoor patio area. And they always have food trucks in and out of there. So there's always food there too for that. So I really enjoyed the brewery. I thought it had a great vibe. So I'm curious to see how that stands up against the Milwaukee one.
It's really colorful too. All the outdoor furniture was like bright orange tables and such. And I thought it was really cool. They have the door from the bar to the brewery is one of those old style glass doors that has the gold painting, like, the gold lettering over it. Something that I would think to see in like those old, what do you call it? Like detective
Noir films.
Yeah,
Oh,
noir.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's a really cool place. The chairs are really comfortable if you're sitting inside. I liked it. Just make sure you don't knock over your entire porter there, like
Mars
somebody did.
I think it was the Marzen.
Yeah, I did. That's the first beer of the trip too. That's the craziest part.
Yeah, true.
Wild.
Barely even been drinking. Just flinging your arms around, getting animated.
Getting all northeast storytelling.
Yeah.
I forgot that you did that. Because you guys didn't, because you didn't order until I got there, right?
Yeah.
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 I meant to ask you, how long were you guys hanging out?
5
before
minutes.
Okay.
5-10 minutes, yeah.
Did you think that was like a weird request when I texted you? Like, hang out, but don't order anything.
Well, we thought you might have a coupon.
Oh,
Yeah, we were like,
yeah, no.
They might have a coupon.
Coupon.
A grouping.
I mean, it's a very Minnesota, Midwest. Oh, he's probably got a coupon.
You kind of did. Modern day coupon.
Yeah. Perks of married to an employee. So
Yeah.
We
shout
got
out
to check,
Mel.
Yeah, we got to check out the swag room though while we were there, and oh my goodness, if you're gonna get a Minnesota brewery T-shirt or anything like that, they have the softest shirts and sweatshirts there. So
Yeah.
recommend it.
And they're all canvas.
They're all canvas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great brand.
Canvas makes good shirts. Nice and soft.
What did you guys think of the brewery?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was really cool. It was very similar to the Milwaukee one in the sense that it was like an old style building.
Same vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, old industrial building. They had put, a lot of brown, a lot of wood,
Yeah.
which is cool. But I feel I like Milwaukee a little bit better because I feel like the tap room itself is a little bigger.
It is, yeah.
And it still has that dark wood feel, but it is lighter in there because they have like the sunlights.
Do they
Oh,
have
skylight.
the outdoor
Skylight,
space?
yeah, thank
though?
you.
I don't think do they have the outdoor space? Yeah, that
So they have that real far back behind area with like the garage doors. And then they don't have like an outdoor patio like right there.
Yeah.
That's why they went across the street for the rooftop.
Well, but they're also aren't they in like the third ward, right? So that it's a pretty crowded space. There isn't a lot of opportunity versus out here. They're kind of in a more of a neighborhood in Minneapolis. So they have probably had more land to work with to begin with.
Yeah, I would say that's probably true.
Yeah, and to go back and revisit, I don't mean to switch back and cut anybody off if you guys have any other thoughts about Indeed, but to go back to Surly, the brewery was,
I was going to ask what
was killer.
Huge.
Yeah, the brewery was huge. It was a very modern building. I mean, they built it specifically for their needs. So the tap room was awesome. They have big tables with bench seats, and then they have tables with chairs, high tops, things like that. So
And they have a whole upstairs too. We didn't even look up there.
Yeah, like
pizza
they have a huge
upstairs.
pizza place.
We got some appetizers, and we had some friends get some actual food. The actual food looked great. The appetizers were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a good stage out back too for live music, and they get some pretty good bands. Like on the board, they had it was like the Pixies, Andrew Bird, Mount Joy, like pretty. I mean, all over the place too with genres. But yeah, I feel like that would be a cool place to go see a show.
It is.
I mean, Minneapolis is a big music town, right? Prince from here.
Yeah, Prince is from here. Jimmy Jam's from here.
Yeah.
Bathe yourselves in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, having a place that is... Minkin was also saying that that's where they do all the draft party stuff for when he watches the...
He has like a couple sports podcasts that he listens to that do their drafts out of there.
Draft parties there.
I think they watched the draft there. That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
They go there and they watch the NFL draft.
Okay.
I'm surprised, with all that space, it'd be cool if they threw up a projector and had a movie or something going too during the day. You could easily do that, or do like movie nights, where you have everybody sit outside. You just put a projector up, watch some Toy Story or something.
I thought you were going to say Twister.
Or Twister.
Oh, classic.
Billy, have you seen a show there?
Surly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Gary Clark Jr. there.
Oh.
Phenomenal.
Sweet.
The sound was good there?
Sound was great, yeah.
Awesome.
Yep. Honestly, I think most outdoor venues sounds better than indoor anyway. So yeah, they do a good job. Yep. And then I can't remember. We went to I can't remember the name of the band. It's kind of like these hipster weirdo band. It's like the We Are Home, that song. Home is wherever.
Oh, Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros.
Boom. There you go. Thank you, Tinica. She nailed that. Yep.
Never heard of that.
Went to see them.
Never heard of them.
Mel liked them, but they had the New Orleans old time jazz band open for them, which is
that's probably awesome.
I'm screwing up their name, but they're world class
jazz musicians.
Musicians.
Yeah. Huh. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed that a lot more than Edward Sharpe.
Did Mel enjoy Edward Sharpe?
She did.
That's what counts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're pretty phenomenal. I would think that they would be really interesting. But they're like a commune. Like there's 50 million of them in that band. It's Edward Sharpe, and then he has like 40 people.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's a commune.
It kind of. She nailed that. Yeah, I mean, they all dress like they're in a cult.
Really?
Yeah. They're all wearing white linen, everything, and just.
It's one of those bands where one person plays one percussion instrument.
Yeah. Like a dude banging the sticks together, and
wow.
The judgment, I can tell.
Yeah. Well, and then it was post breakup, so they reworked the lyrics to their that hit song of theirs, really? So it was just like. Oh, yeah, because there's weirdness happening right there.
Yeah.
So
they did a Tiny Desk concert where they're all packed in the Tiny Desk concert area.
How do they get 70 people in a time? Oh, yeah, right there.
They're almost stacked on top of each other.
They don't have room to move their elbows.
No, but there's a guy on tambourine. Well, that's what counts.
Thank God they did not forget the tambourine.
Boom. So I digress a little bit with Edward Sharpe, but I kind of want to get your guys' opinions of the other breweries. I mean, we hit up, just with me, we went Summit, Bad Weather, Surly, Indeed.
Do you want to try the
Bauhaus?
What do we have? The other cream ale from Bauhaus.
Yeah. From Urban Growler and Bauhaus, yeah.
Want to try Bauhaus because he took us there?
Yeah. Let's try them both.
Okay.
Do Bauhaus, and then we can talk about the brewery while we're drinking Bauhaus beer.
Yeah, so while he's grabbing that, you want to give us a little background about Bauhaus as far as you know? Or?
I don't know much of their history. I don't really know
background
much of their history. I think they're a phenomenal brewery. They know their stuff. The beer is really good. I really like their tap room. It's another one. It's another example of these breweries taking these old dilapidated buildings in Minneapolis that used to be industrial, warehouses or machine shops or, production facilities that have been out of business for years, and going in, cleaning them up, repurposing that building for a brewery, which, is still manufacturing, and then kind of making their own colorful spin on it.
Oh, it's super colorful there. Yeah, and they have like a really interesting lift outside where in their outdoor area you could see where the company that originally housed there. And I think because they call themselves though a brew lab, right? I don't know if that means anything, but I feel like when they call themselves a brew lab, they tend to be a little bit more experimental.
Yeah.
And just have a better or an interesting variety of flavors. I found that at Bauhaus. They had what was the sour too? The Guavatron.
The Guavatron, yeah.
We got some of that as well to bring home. Super good. But yeah, this here is their cream ale.
To Tinika's point, yeah, a lot of variety, which I love in a brewery.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we talked about that last night where it's like, I don't need 50 different IPAs. Like, give me something. So,
oh yeah, they had everything
taste the
from
flavors.
stouts to cream ales to IPAs to sours. This was good.
Yeah.
I think I got the stout yesterday. That was awesome. That was fantastic. But this cream ale. So is cream ale making a comeback? Is that what we're seeing here?
Well, so
We have
on
three
the
cream
can,
ales here. Yeah.
Yeah, we have 3 cream ales. On the can, they're saying, introducing Play Grade, Bauhaus's take on an instant Midwestern staple, the cream ale, a hybrid style of sorts that borrows elements from both classic English ales and refreshing German lagers. So I maybe it's just a Midwest thing. I don't know. I guess I've never really put a lot of thought to like a regional. Maybe we just make more cream ales in the Midwest. I don't know, but there's tons of cream ales everywhere we went. Everybody had a cream ale,
Which for me, I think is a recent thing.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't really remember.
Yeah, I don't ever remember it being
like 10 years ago, there wasn't cream ales everywhere. Like Indeed, 10 years ago, Indeed wasn't made. It didn't have pistachio cream ale. Bauhaus just said they introduced their new cream ale or whatever. Yeah, it might be a new thing. They're trying to make it a new thing. I mean, Jenny cream ale has been around for God knows how long,
Well, even I guess to pull back into what I said earlier about in the Prohibition times in Canada, went in and refined the cream ale recipes. I mean, it would make sense that the Northern Midwest would have more. You'd see more predominantly cream ales in random places in the Midwest because we're very inspired by Canada and vice versa. Our cultures kind of blend at the border there in the north. So
for sure.
People constantly confuse
I
people
guess so,
from Minnesota and and Canada, right?
But this beer is also really, really good, really crushable. It's super clean.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that I think I forgot to mention on the other
water.
beers is that they're good water. Cool. They're super clean, extremely light, refreshing, crushable. It's great.
It's interesting going to this cream ale from the pistachio cream ale because we got from something very nutty and sweet to this is, I think, more closer to the lager style that we had.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you say like cream ales were inspired originally by a mixture of lagers and such, makes sense. But it is kind of interesting to go back to back on these and taste the variety that you can get in a cream ale just from the 2 different breweries. And we have a third one coming up next, which we'll get to see how that differs then too here in a minute.
Yeah, it's interesting just thinking about even the Before I Die, which was a light lager, which a cream ale kind of is, like a light lager. So even that's similar to what we've had here. And the taste is very similar between the Bauhaus cream ale and the Before I Die. I think the Bauhaus cream ale has more of a, I don't know what the flavor would be specifically called. I always think about it as like the taste of a farm. When you come out on a farm and you smell the hay and you smell just the environment of a farm, sometimes that flavor is captured in beers for me, or even when I walk into some breweries, just from the malt and the yeast and everything, and even, whatever they have for, adjacent to hay in beer. It just tastes more like a farm.
Hay adjacent ingredients.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be sharp today, but I'm not feeling the sharpness. So
Well, cream ales I think have corn, like a corn mash in them.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And so that
adjacent.
comes through in the in the smell, I think.
Yeah.
Versus other beers.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's great. This is a really good beer as well. So you guys were touching on the brewery a little bit. Another big repurposed industrial building. They have the big overhead cranes still there. Not operational, I assume. Look like they could be.
They look like they might be.
The one inside might be. I don't think that one outside is, because that was an old manned one.
Yeah.
They had
you
could see the his little office with the steering wheel in there.
His little office.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Climb up there and you're there until lunch, and then climb back up when you're done with lunch.
So the interesting part about that space is the indoor-outdoor space. The outdoor space is still covered, but it has the skeleton of the old building around it with all the, walls kind of blown out and
Kind of
missing.
like a shipping dock almost.
It does, with the crane up there, it feels a lot like a shipping dock.
It feels like apocalyptic, like a revival of an apocalyptic space, which I thought was really cool because it's very lively, but then you have the bones of the old building around you, and it's like life is coming back into that area.
Right.
I just like how colorful it is. That's what I've really enjoyed about it. Like, mention it with Indeed, here with Bauhaus, like just very vibrant colors and with an industrial backdrop.
Yeah, and it's really kind of like a hidden gem. I don't know how many people you associate with that know about it, but I don't think it ever would have been on our radar if we were just Googling it. So shout out to Bauhaus. If you're in Minneapolis, it's definitely worth a visit. They have a lot of beers. It's a pretty bumping place. There was a lot of people in and out, but it's off the beaten path a little bit. But it's only 3-4 minutes from Indeed, so you could walk from Indeed to Bauhaus if you wanted to.
Yeah, you really could. For sure.
Really great food trucks too. We had the barbecue one there. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, Billy, you want to give us the...
Yeah, shout out Animalis Barbecue. Fantastic. Consistently rated one of the best barbecue places in the United States. Their head barbecue master, pit master, John, he really knows his stuff, and I mean, just produces great stuff. And apparently he's getting his own brick and mortar. So good for him. That'll be awesome. I will be there first in line.
Is it going to be in Minneapolis?
Yeah, it's going to be in Minneapolis. And then he's got, I can't remember what he calls the burger side. It's like Burger Experiment or something, but like he's got Animalis Barbecue, and that's all the stuff that you guys had. And then he's got like a secondary truck where it's all like burgers, and fantastic as well.
Oh yeah.
Everything he does is good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got the sampler plate. So I got ribs, brisket, and their sausage.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
And yeah, the brisket was phenomenal, melt in your mouth, and the ribs are fall off the bone. The truthers who say fall off the bone isn't as good, I prefer fall off the bone, so it nailed it for me. But the meat was moist, delicious. So
mac and cheese is out of control.
The mac and cheese was delicious too. Yeah, hell yeah.
I miss the mac and cheese.
And they give you onions and pickled jalapenos with it. Oh, it's so good.
I told you about the mac and cheese. It was so good.
You got to go back.
Did we go to Urban Growler after Bauhaus?
Yes.
No, we went to Urban Growler the second. So we went Indeed and Bauhaus.
It was Friday.
On Friday. And then yesterday we started at Surly. We actually went to Bang Brewing. It is, we just were Googling breweries. It's 4.9 stars on Google with like hundreds of reviews. It's in an old granary. So like kind of a round building, very small. They make bread and like pastry, bakery items. So you can place your order for the week, and then on Saturday, go pick it up. And it was a full grain sourdough.
Is it made from the spent grains?
I believe so. I think that's so. Then on Fridays they'll just make the bread. They had an IPA there that was like 3.3%, which was awesome for me because I love IPAs, but I don't like the high alcohol.
Punch you in the face.
That place was really cool, but then from there we didn't get any beer to go though because they were closed when we did our rounds. But right next door is Urban Growlers, which is this other cream ale that we'll be trying. That was pretty cool.
Loved Bang. Wasn't as enthralled with Urban Growler. The beer was fine, what I had. Just like I feel like they're trying to focus too much on the food. And so, I mean, the place was packed, and most of the people there were wanting food versus beer, and I just kind of wanted to try beer.
Oh.
So it kind of like might have left a, negative
imprint
in my mind, yeah. But I mean, if I know people love them, so I mean, by all means, keep supporting.
Kind of the opposite of what we saw.
Yeah.
I didn't really see
Really?
anybody ordering any food. Yeah, no, everybody was there drinking beer and hanging out outside when we were there.
Okay.
They have
I
a
was,
great outdoor space.
and you guys were there about the same time that I was. I don't know. That's weird because I was there like a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Kind of same thing with you guys, Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, it was like 5, 6 o'clock though, and with all the shows going on, there's
yeah.
probably people trying to get to shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wasn't that? Yeah. Every place was never had a line when we walked up. So.
yeah.
What I liked about Urban Growler, it's right in front of my face. Crowler is right in front of my face. Is that they had some styles I hadn't really heard of before, which surprised me. The Kentucky Uncommon was really good. I guess kind of like a brown ale, but not as smooth. With a little bit of a drier finish, I think. I would have picked that up if I was thinking on my feet. They seem to like pick up some interesting styles and do some interesting thing with beer. And it was fun to explore that.
Yeah. Yeah, what we have here is their Cowbell Cream Ale.
This one's different. It's the darkest of the cream ales we've had so far.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Totally. I would say this is probably close in color to the Hopcromancer from last night.
Yeah, it is. But it still hits like a cream ale. I think this is the smoothest of them all. It's not as crisp as the other ones, but that's okay. It's also, I think, a little bit on the sweeter side from just the ingredients.
Interesting. I feel like it drinks more like a beer. As weird as that sounds. I mean, they're all beer, right? The other ones were crisper. And in my opinion, actually, they were a little more smooth. But they were a little more smooth in that the hops didn't come out as much. So in this one, I feel like the hops make a bigger showing. And if that's the flavor you like, this is the cream ale that is for you out of the ones we've drank, because it's very, very, very much more hop forward than the others. And it's darker. Much darker than the other ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. It's got more of that hop bite to it than the other two had, and I'm getting more of like kind of that straw hay back end in the nose.
Hey, adjacent.
Hey, adjacent. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's a flagship for a reason.
That's right.
I don't know what Urban Growler's flagship is. Maybe it's this. I don't know. They were kind of across the board. I don't think Bauhaus really had a flagship either.
Their Urban Growlers, the coconut porter was really good too.
Coconut porter was awesome.
It was very similar. It was similar. I think it wasn't as sweet as, let's say, Oscar Blues' one, Death by Coconut, but it was still really, really good. And probably better, actually. But
Nice.
Yeah, I think for the I don't want to go into too much detail because we may or may not be talking about it in a different episode. But the coconut porter was really good as a porter. In my opinion, I don't think the coconut showed up as much. Like if you poured it in a glass and handed it to me, I don't know if I would necessarily gather that it was a coconut porter. The coconut isn't overly highlighted as a flavor within the beer, but if you know that it's there, I found that I could think it and I could taste it, that it was there. But it was a great porter standing on its own, so it's still a great beer.
Yeah, I think they probably didn't add any coconut at the end. So there isn't any oil from the coconut that you usually get in heavily coconutty beers,
Right.
sitting at the top or the bottom or anywhere.
Right.
It was like a subtle undertone of coconut, but not like the oil of the coconut wasn't there, which I really like when you're drinking a coconut beer, for that to be up front.
Agitate your keg.
yeah, it was a pretty cool spot too. It's like, I don't know, do they actually share a backyard with
There's a lot of weeds.
Bang Brewing?
So I don't think you could walk through, but they're like there.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some old train tracks that kind of separate the two breweries, and you kind of have to go kind of down and around a little bit on that weird.
Yeah,
it's a goofy industrial park that they're in. That's been there since like the 1800s. So you kind of go down and around that weird kind of triangular shape at the end, and then back into Urban Growler. But yeah, they're very, very close. I mean, if you're sitting at Bang, you can see Urban Growler and vice versa.
100%, yeah.
that's half the reason we went, was because we could knock out two without having to do.
I mean,
much more work.
it totally makes sense. I mean, talk about a 2-minute walk. Yeah,
yeah, not even.
yeah.
It's like 2 summits and 1 mountain.
Ooh, 2 summits, 1 mountain.
Ooh, that is good. What do we got next?
We don't have anything up next.
Oh,
So we can drink one of the ones that Billy brought.
Yeah, if you guys want to try one of the unmapped ones,
Let's do that.
it's a southwest suburb brewery that opened up a few years ago, and they make some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, you had the rice lager and
The Heffa.
the Hef.
The Hef, yeah. I kind of want to. I mean, we could drink both, but I do want to get your guys' opinion on the Hef.
All right,
Let's do the Hef.
crack the Hef. Yeah.
So, okay, all right. Now, any brewery or tap room specifically stick out to you guys? Was there one we haven't touched on Summit yet? We haven't touched on Bad Weather, but has there been one to you guys as like, oh, this place is cool. I could come here and like drink for however long.
I mean, I think Indeed for sure. I would also put Surly up there just because of
Yeah, the Belgian White, not Heffa, excuse me.
just how much stuff you could do at Surly because they have the outdoor space, they got possible concerts, they got a giant food menu, and the place was hopping. That one sticks out to me, but.
Well, and also it's interesting the variety that they have. We didn't touch on this, but I guess weed's legal here, so in Minnesota. So all of these places also have like THC drinks, which I found really interesting. They all do, like Surly, Indeed, they all did their own THC drink. Bunch of bros in the parking lot of Surly trying to open up their bag of gummies from there.
Yo, you doing gummies too, bro? Yeah, I'm doing gummies, man.
Nah.
I liked the vibe of Indeed, I think, the most. It just, again, it's the rusticness, the colors, the people who work there. It's really comforting and friendly. And the sweatshirt that I'm wearing now that I got from there is, again, the comfiest thing that I think I own right now.
I think for me, when I think Minneapolis breweries, I think Surly and Indeed. Mm-hmm. So those were the two heavy hitters that in this trip we wanted to make it to. And I think that they met expectations, or even exceeded expectations. That those two are awesome. And I think they're two different experiences. So comparing them is kind of doing them both a disservice because you're going to get two different vibes going to them. But
100%. Yeah.
I liked both of them a lot. I liked every brewery we went to. Each one had its own character, which is great to see, especially with just kind of the areas where these were in industrial. Indeed's kind of in a neighborhood. So you kind of get a different experience every single place. So
yeah. What did you guys think of Bad Weather? Because that was probably the most, of all the ones that you guys went to, and then I went with you, that was probably the most different. Like they all kind of shared, like, we're in an industrial park. That was the closest to a downtown situation. It was right on like West 7th, which is like the main thoroughfare going into downtown St. Paul.
Yeah.
Most of the other ones were in a business park. This is also another one using it's in an old service garage.
right.
So another case of a cool brewery taking over a dilapidated building, reusing it, repurposing it, and, making something great with it.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. I mean, that one, I think, reminded me a lot of more of the stuff we have back in New England. Because there's a lot of downtown city breweries that we go to, like Trillium, for example. They have a spot near Fenway that is very, very similar. I'm blanking on all the old ones, but there's a whole bunch of ones that are like that. So that felt very at home to me. And I really liked it.
New Park and a lot of places in Hartford have very similar vibes. I wish we had stopped there. I don't think I appreciated Bad Weather as much because of the time of
The end of the day.
Yeah,
the end of the trip. It was
end of the day, and
Yeah.
the last brewery. Barely hanging on.
I do have to say, I enjoyed walking in and hearing they had hip hop. They had some rap music playing. So like Big X the Plug. They played Not Like Us, Kendrick. So that was pretty good. So I enjoyed the music that they had going on. A lot of the places I don't think I really recognized, or I don't think I noticed any music playing anywhere else. So I appreciate that.
Bauhaus today.
Oh yeah. Bauhaus had. Or Bauhaus
it was an event.
Had Evanescence. And they were doing some kind of dancing.
It was like a
interpretive
burlesque
dancing,
show.
burlesque. Yeah.
Drag burlesque.
Yeah. It was interesting. Yeah, they got cool stuff going on there.
Did I go to that brewery with you guys?
Bad Weather.
Yeah. That was the one we bought all the
Was I
beer from.
there?
At the other night.
Eric spilled a glass there.
Oh,
Did?
that's right. Okay, I'm just confusing
that makes
that
sense.
too. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's where we went after Summit.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Summit closed at what, like 8 o'clock or something?
9.
Right,
9,
that's
yeah.
right.
And Bad
Okay,
Weather
now-
closes at 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Well, the reason I ask is because I think if memory serves, the only purpose-built breweries that you guys have been to here were Surly and Summit.
And Summit,
Yeah, I think
That's
everything
true,
else is in a repurposed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I did Summit a bit of a disservice by not saying that I think of them when I think of Minneapolis breweries, so I will now. I think having experienced it, knowing a little bit more of the history.
They're St. Paul, bro. So
Twin City.
Twin Cities.
When I think of Twin City breweries, because I think Bauhaus is St. Paul too, isn't it?
No. Bauhaus is
The Urban Growler is
northeast
definitely St.
Minneapolis.
Paul. Yeah.
Bauhaus is right by Indeed.
Urban Growler, St. Paul. Yeah, but I don't know where that line splits.
Well,
It's very
It's a river.
It's 280.
It's 280, not a river.
so where does this next brewery then land? This is
Minnetonka.
we
So
didn't go
this
there.
is southwest suburbs, my friend. This
That's
is
Minnetonka,
yeah.
man.
So this is Glen Lake. It is in between Minnetonka and Hopkins. Technically, if you live in Glen Lake, you will go to Hopkins public schools. It's southwest suburbs. It's in an old Snyder drugstore. So if you're from Minnesota, you know what that is. It's an old local chain drugstore that had been in Glen Lake for 25 some years. And same thing, kind of a repurposed bookend of a strip mall.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been there. I'm not sure when they were founded, but it's been quite a few years now. I think maybe 7, 8, 9 years. And they produce some good stuff. I'm a big fan. It's a small brewery, a lot of variety. So this is the
Belgian white.
This is the Belgian white, the Topo Belgian white. Cheers, chin chin.
This is a good Belgian white.
Yeah.
This reminds me a lot of Allegashes.
Yeah, it's kind of exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of that. It's got a really nice citrus back end. There's a lot of citrus on the back end, and they didn't overdo it with the coriander, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I don't like it when they have like too much coriander flavor.
But it's still present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The flavor distribution for a Belgian white is damn near perfect. It's sweet, and that's really up front, and then you hit the dry in the middle, and then you get the kind of Belgian flavor at the end, a little bit of banana, close to a half type flavors at the end of the taste. And yeah, I think it's just it's a really well-rounded beer. It's delicious.
I thought you guys might like that one.
Yeah, this is really cool.
It's a small craft microbrewery. They do a lot of variety. So I mean, they do that rice lager that we've got, as well as porters and sours and stouts and their IPAs, and then they do a Minnetonka, a lake light lager, kind of named after Lake Minnetonka, and it's 4.1% and super sessionable, but still pretty good on flavor, and so
Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah, definitely. Appreciate you bringing it over.
yeah, of course we can dip into that rice lager if you want to as well.
Yeah, let's try it.
Yeah, I love me a rice lager.
I mean, there's only so many breweries you can hit in a certain amount of time, so
Yeah. I think the one thing that I've noticed here is that each place that we've been tries to have like a wide breadth of styles, as opposed to like where we are. They're like, we got 500 IPAs for you to try.
yeah, some of them weren't always like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that a new thing?
the variety.
Yeah.
100%. I in my opinion, yes. There's some breweries are more IPA only than others.
Mm-hmm.
I won't name names. Use your imaginations. I really like this time in Minnesota brewing because they're really starting to figure out variety, and that's fantastic. Give me everything. I want to try everything that you make. I want all the weird.
Yeah.
Like when Pisgah Brewery was in downtown Asheville in an old Studebaker garage, and that was their first location, was in an old Studebaker, service station and sales building, dealership, and they had a pre-Civil War recipe that had spruce tops in it.
Interesting.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool. Give me weird.
So I think, if I remember correctly, what was that brewery in Skagway? They had that spruce beer that I really liked in Alaska.
Yeah, but that's also just more of like Alaskan style. They had They also have a soda that they make with the like spruce.
Yeah.
But like that's more of just a Alaskan style thing.
Yeah. Well, no, it was just funny that you brought that up because I've never heard like spruce being used before, other than that one beer that I had. And I had like 5 of them at that brewery. We were up there. It was so good.
Yeah, it was insane. I mean, Pisco was tiny back then.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a long time ago. Yeah, so I mean, this is probably 13, 14 years ago.
Damn.
So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
This might be the lightest one that we've had today.
It 100% is. Yeah. I mean, that's rice lagers though.
Yeah.
with a little haze to it.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a lime goes.
This is fantastic.
This is very good. Yes.
I think rice lagers are an underrated style.
Super, super underrated.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shout out Sapporo and Asahi Super Dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
There's what? Crunchyroll by us.
Paper Lanterns, and it's by a brewery in
Ooh.
Denver called Cerebral.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That rice lager kicks ass. It's so good.
I've never had it, but I've heard good things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cerebral in general is just a very good brewery.
Super good brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cerebral's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
I mean, and kick ass name.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
their logo's dope too. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like
it's-
the brain, and yeah,
It's really cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
Paper Lantern. That's a great name for a rice beer. Yeah.
So
They
what's
have a-
this one? It's called No More
More
Mr.
Mr.
Rice
Rice
Guy.
Yeah. I have a bone to pick with Indeed because
Okay.
they make a rice lager that is insane. It's so damn good and so clean and so drinkable, but they only brew it for a local restaurant in town that's a seafood restaurant.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So they have the exclusive on it. You can't even get it in the tap room.
That's kind of cool, honestly. I don't know. I'm a big limited, hard to find guy.
But
Go
at
for the
least-
exclusive.
At
yeah.
least make it available in the tap room.
We need the
Why
name of
not
that.
make it available in the tap room?
Kind of hypes for the
people that-
for the restaurant.
It hypes
Yeah.
for the restaurant, but they don't need hype.
Is that good?
Sea salt does not need hype.
Sea salt. Got it.
Sea salt.
Yeah.
Shout out Sea Salt.
Shout out Sea Salt. Minnehaha Park.
I wish we'd have known that. We could have went there and got some sushi.
Yo, this would be really good with some sea salt, actually.
It would be pretty good. Yeah. Little sea salt crumbles.
Little salt room.
Drink a
Seems
beer like
like
a 80-year-old Korean War veteran.
Yeah.
Actually, be a 90-year-old Korean War veteran now. I only say that because one of my parents' best friends was a Korean War veteran, and he always salted his beer.
Really?
Yeah, always. Yeah, it was wild. Like the first time I saw it, I was just like, what is he doing? My dad never does that. Why is he putting salt in his beer?
Yeah, this is real good. It's easy drinking. Probably the lightest beer that we have. Yeah. I don't really even know how to describe the flavor of a rice lager. It has its own distinct, like it's crisp. It's almost like drinking water, and then you just get a little bit of alcohol and a little bit of sweetness, and it just all comes together really, really well. And it's delicious. This is a great rice lager. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. What'd you guys think of Summit? I kind of waxed poetically on Summit yesterday.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
And kind of rambled on about Summit and paving the way for all the different craft breweries in Minnesota and Midwest and the United States in general, really. So I kind of want your thoughts on the brewery and what you had, and if that's cool.
Yeah, I really liked it. You could tell that there was history there, and I think we talked about it a little bit last night, right? With the stuff that came from Germany that was up on the wall.
Yeah.
And just the fact that that place has been there for so long, and everything they made that we had was clean, crisp, very drinkable. Like I think we had this. I even had a stout that was fantastic. Like they make.
Yeah, their
Again.
oatmeal stout is
Yeah.
off
Yeah, the
charts
oatmeal
good.
stat was
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
But again, breadth of styles was awesome to see. So really, really appreciated that, and also like the fact that it was kind of like stepping into an old bar from like the 80s or something. You know what I mean? Like it had that feel to it where it was, but it still had some like new flair as well, which I thought was really cool. So they're kind of blending the.
Very tall ceilings, but it also almost kind of felt like gave me sort of like a like old school train station sort of vibe. I really liked that. And then they have a nice outdoor area, and they have a bunch of bricks in the ground. So there were some kids playing with chalk out there. It was cute. But like definitely a number of families there. So it just in terms of like the variety of people, it's a good environment to bring like anybody to. And their beer, again, going back to the variety that they have, like that we've been seeing consistently across the breweries here, just a wide variety of beer to choose from that can really hit, pretty much anyone's palate. I thought it was, it's a pretty welcoming place. Good vibe, nice and bright in there.
Yeah, I think I had the Pilsner and the oatmeal stout, and I think both of those they've probably been brewing for a long time, and you can taste it. You can taste that they're older recipes that they've been making, and they know how to make them well. So it's something I really appreciate. Just good beer.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said.
Ditto.
Ditto. It makes for good content, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, this is another one where I wish we had. I think we had just come from Surly. We went straight there. No. Did we have
That's
that
the
was
Urban
Oh,
Growler.
so we
Growler.
had that was our fourth
Brewery.
brewery.
out of 5 that evening, and I think again, if it were up front, it would have been a little bit more memorable. But
It's all. I mean, you hit 5
Transparent,
breweries in a
honest.
day. Shit happens.
yeah. So, but at the same time,
But at least I remembered this one.
yeah, if it had stayed open a little bit longer too, we would have had more time to appreciate.
Yeah, Summit, come on with the Mickey Mouse hours. Like
Yeah.
at least 10.
On a Saturday.
10 on a Saturday is solid. 9
o'clock on a
nine's a
Saturday.
little early.
Although I did knock over my beer and they poured me almost an entirely full pint of that one.
Yeah. So
Yeah, shout out to Taproom Gals. They really crushed it.
yeah, definitely. So we tipped over 2 beers yesterday. We tipped over 1 beer on Friday. Not having a good track record. Out of 7 breweries we've totally visited.
Yeah, but think of how many beers we
tipped over
had.
3
You got to
beers.
divide that by the number of beers we actually had.
Yeah, I mean
Let's
those
not
are
give
actually-
anybody that
I mean,
number.
if we're talking percentages, that's Hall of Fame numbers, bro. Like that's not,
Maybe, yeah. You might be
You know.
right, yeah.
Yeah, we got
that's like a 950 batting average. That's Hall of Fame first ballot for anybody.
I suppose, yeah.
and also being able to talk about it somewhat coherently the next day.
Somewhat coherently.
I mean, I got to be honest. I was definitely the sober one of the group last night.
You walked in on us after the 4 breweries. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we put together a pretty decent podcast last night.
if I wasn't arguing with Business Eric half the time.
Oh, Business Eric's the worst.
Shut
really
up.
is the worst.
Yeah, I mean, as far as podcasting goes, I mean, it was a decent first shot. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I brought Wild. I brought White Gloves,
Gloves, yeah.
and then I can't remember the
It's like a
third.
mango.
No,
Is
I
that
didn't
what
bring.
I was-
I didn't bring neon.
There was a number of mango,
mango,
things
yeah.
that we were coming across the other day, so mango's all over
The
place.
third one is more of like a berry. I think it's
Okay.
called Berry Patch, maybe.
Berry Patch Kids.
Cabbage
No.
Patch.
Could be. The White Gloves is aged in white oak
I saw that.
Pinot Grigio
Yeah.
barrels. So
That's what she's looking
you
at,
guys
yeah.
choose. You're the guests. So
Oh, no,
Of-
you're actually the guest.
I'm the guest on the podcast, but you're the guests in Minnesota. So I mean, I brought the presents for you guys.
Hiding place.
There you go.
Sour red ale, blue
Hiding
with
place.
black currant.
All right.
I think you guys will like all of them, but
Oh, I love these.
I love their labels.
yeah, they do a good job with the label art over at Indeed.
Describe the label art to us.
So
Fun.
I mean, it's how would you describe this?
Fun.
It's not. I don't know. It's like more modern art. It looks like a room that has a cactus in it and some like flowing water and a window, but it's got all sorts of dots and V's and lines and colors. I mean, I don't know how to describe
very
it.
pretty.
I don't know how I would relate it to. A lot of their art, like especially the pistachio and such, it's more almost like a mosaic type style. What do you call it? What do you call like mandalas? Mandalas, right? That you color in that are supposed to like help
Nice.
with relaxing.
Did you just blow your eardrums out?
Was it that long?
That was not relaxing, but yes, the labels are relaxing.
everybody else.
This is the darkest one
Whoa.
we drank today.
This looks ridiculous. All right. So what exactly
is.
is this?
A sour red ale brewed with blackcurrant.
So
okay.
the base is going to be akin to like a Flanders red,
Okay.
and then the currant's obviously an adjunct in there. But
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was that loud. I didn't hear it that loud in my headphone.
No, but mine are directed right at my eardrums.
That's true. You watched me do it.
I did. I didn't think it was going to be that loud.
It pointed directly at my eardrums.
This is by far the most complex thing that we've had today.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, this is.
It's got a really, really, really deep ruby color on top of like a yellow base. I don't know. It's really good.
foam's kind of a light khaki. The head is kind of a light khaki.
Hey, adjacent.
Hey,
We're looking at 7.1%.
That's actually not that bad for something
No.
like this.
Cheers.
chin chin.
Thank you, Billy.
Yeah,
You're
thank
welcome.
Thank you.
No problem, guys.
So the nose feels like it's going to be way more boozy than it is.
Do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
The place that was Jack's Abbey that they closed, their sour place next door that we used to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, this reminds that they were an experimental lab for Jack's Abbey.
Hey, Jamie, pull that up.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
ZJ's.
Jay-Z's.
But
Over.
this is absolutely amazing. So it's Puckery, Springdale is the name.
That should have been
It's
easy.
puckery and like a tart cherry that carries through your entire mouth, and it just lingers there, and it's so pleasant, and it's not, the puckeriness comes right up front, and then the rest of it is just a pleasant palate cleansing flavor.
That was very poetic.
It was good. I like that.
I like that too.
It was a good description.
Yeah, it's good. I'm not going to top that.
Ditto.
No, but it does remind me of the Springdale place because they used to do similar stuff like this, but they also barrel aged every one of their sours.
Mm.
So it has this very similar, like almost a wine. It's not a wine taste; it's like a wine feel.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Well, the bubbles I think are very like kind of reminiscent of like a champagne. They're
Yeah.
very small, like very effervescent. Like it's not big bubbles. You're getting real small bubbles.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't say I don't know if they use like a champagne yeast to get that effect or if it's part of the barrel aging process, but it's very much reminiscent of like a champagne feel as far as like the carbonation is concerned.
I was saying that the nose smelled like it was going to be boozy, but honestly, the 7.1%, it doesn't even feel like it's 7.1%. Like
No.
the sourness takes over. You don't get any alcohol from it, and I could drink this all day. Probably end up with gut rot, but I could drink it all day.
it's juicy too somehow,
Yeah.
but
sure.
very dry,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the finish is super dry.
and I think that actually helps it a lot.
I think it does too. Because if it was too juicy all the way through, I think it would just be overbearing. Kind of just like as a sharp edge, like a pause at the end of it after you hit the dryness. It's very good.
This is Indeed's barrel aging series. You said
Yeah. So they don't. They might have one on tap, but it'll be very. You got to catch it. They do have other sours that aren't barrel aged, like the neon mango that you guys had. That's not a barrel aged. That's just a regular sour that they do. But yeah, they have a whole line. I think as of right now, I think in the fridge they've got six different barrel aged sours because these are just three of some of the other ones that they had. That because the White Gloves, the Hiding Place, the Wild, and a couple others I'm blanking on right now.
This seems like it would be really good in cask too. In a cask, do they do casks at all?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Very, very rarely. Very rarely. It's like it's an event if they do it. They like send out emails or social media blasts, things like that. If it's an event to doing that, that's not a regular thing that they have.
Yeah. All good beers.
yeah. So our first time in Minneapolis, I think, has been a
Huge hit.
huge hit. This is awesome. The beer here is fantastic. So anybody thinking about traveling out to the Midwest for anything, definitely stop in Minneapolis and try a bunch of these breweries. And there's tons more too. There's way more than just the ones that we touched on today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's ones out in the southwest suburbs that I didn't tell you guys about. That's one's very. I mean, it's just there's too
just
much.
can't
I
get
mean,
to it all,
and you guys kind of you got the hotel close to or the apartment close to downtown for the concert. But I mean, there's Boom Island is also in Minnetonka. They're phenomenal. Also in but they're in just the industrial park that was built in like the 90s. They make fantastic stuff. Super cool tap room. Decent patio.
Yeah.
There's Loose Line Brewing Company that's also in the suburbs. That's kind of closer to me. In Plymouth, they're phenomenal. They do a bunch of cool stuff. Tons of variety. Did you guys ever make it over to Falling Knife by any chance?
We have not, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking that up actually.
Are you guys probably going to do that? I don't know if they're open tomorrow or not.
Yeah, we have to see. Tomorrow is Monday, so we might be missing out on some of the
They're
potential
open 3 to 10
locations.
on Monday.
So yeah, I mean, that's closer to here, and that's Northeast Minneapolis. So
Yeah, it looks like they do wrestling.
yeah,
They do wrestling.
and they've got I think they've got a residency with Rectangle Pizza food truck, and the pizza's it's Detroit style, so it's like the square pies.
Yeah.
Eric's favorite thing is lactose.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you're screwed. Just drink the beer.
Do you know if Minneapolis or the St. Paul, like maybe the Twin Cities, do they have like a brewery trail thing? Like visit breweries and get stamps
passport.
or check marks or anything like that?
There's
You guys
definitely
do
like
that?
a passport for sure. Yeah. As far as like a tour is concerned, where like you can hop on a bus and then
No, like the passport.
Oh yeah, the
just
passport. Yeah, for sure.
like a guide that people can get and you can just go and
There's ones for specifically the Twin Cities, and there's ones for Minnesota, the state of Minnesota,
right.
where it's the outskirts. Like Brow Brothers is kind of in the middle of nowhere in southern Minnesota.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brow Brothers, but yeah, you guys are in the middle of nowhere.
You gotta take
Then there's all the places up in Duluth that are phenomenal. Castle Danger up in Two Harbors is great. They're phenomenal. They're
Is
right
that in
on.
a castle?
It is not. That's unfortunately no, but it's in a very cool building that they built, kind of overlook Lake Superior. It's a very picturesque, it's kind of like half woods, half Lake Superior, half town. I know that's 150%, but whatever.
You got it all.
I got it all. So yeah, and there's a view of the Two Harbors lighthouse there, so that's cool. Yeah, there's Voyager up in Grand Marais. They're pretty good too. Very cool facility. They've got a rooftop patio that overlooks Lake Superior, which is gorgeous. So I mean, there's all kinds of brewing culture in Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. I find that we end up living in states or living in areas that are just heavily beer cultured. Connecticut has a big beer culture. They're saturated for the size of the state.
They are
Colorado's big,
so
huge.
saturated.
Yeah.
Like they're all closing now. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Colorado's got a big beer
we've had
beer
that
following
here
out
too.
there. Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Not quite the fallout, not quite that level of fallout, but
That's tough.
yep.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's breweries I've never been to, so sorry, but yeah, there's just like I said, there's so much to hit in Minneapolis and St. Paul. You could be here for a couple weeks,
Yeah,
and not hit everything.
for sure. Yeah. No, it's been great to get the highlights and get the few places that you really enjoy and gave us the heads up on that we got to go and venture out and see ourselves and experience with you. So appreciate all the thoughts and comments, and all the beer's been fantastic.
Well, yeah, absolutely. It's been great seeing you guys and hanging out and being able to have you kind of do a tour to breweries in MSP. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess with that, cheers.
cheers,
One more
guys.
cheers.
Wrap it up.
This has been
Call
a
it-
Widgety Widgets production.
Beep.